doing this bit again, but actually have proper days today, so I can't just tell you what they are and end the video. I don't know. I just felt fuck it. I'm doing that bit twice because yesterday's video was such garbage. Yes, it has 2 views, and they're probably full because there's only 22 minutes in the video. 22 seconds, sorry, in the video. So you're not exactly gonna click off that quickly for such a short video. Anyway, days. National Play Day with Dad. No, I'm alright. National Parfait Day. You don't like parfait. Actually, I might have mentioned it before, but I'm going to turn around so the light's better while I talk. In uni, we had to make a VR game, and we made a sort of VR-style cooking mama thing. Well, VR-based cooking mama style thing. That's a better way of saying it. And yeah, the sort of food we chose to do was a strawberry parfait because it's pretty simple. We could break it down to I think 4 mini games in the end. Sort of blending shit, like whipping shit and blending, whipping. I think something else, and then assembly. I think was the 4 bits we did, and we made. Yeah, it was quite nice. Yeah, no, parfait's good. Parfait's generally quite good. Blasé Day. I prefer the word apathetic. That's talking about myself. I should clarify. That is very much talking about myself. I am apathetic towards most things. for the uneducated or just the unaware. Uneducated sounds a bit mean given the context. Blasé, apathetic, that sort of. It's just indifferent. Just having a laid back, not really caring too much. I try and be pretty. I guess blasé would probably be the right word for it there. I try and be pretty blasé, pretty laid back, pretty relaxed, chill. I like to go with the flow, embrace chaos and all that. Like I partially say it because it's generally a good way and it's generally a pretty sound advice and it's good. So yeah, that's kind of how I live my life. Shopping reminder day. We do shopping. Well, here we do shopping. When it came to uni, when I was shopping for myself, it was not remotely consistent. But I just sort of shopped when I needed to shop, which, considering I was just cooking myself, isn't too bad. It was still generally about. It was probably actually slightly less than once a week. Like if you added it all up, because I generally like I'd get plenty of stuff, and then I'd end up like having a couple of days where I just eat trash or don't eat properly and just eat trash, and so I'd have like the food I get last me slightly longer. It did help that anytime I came home I would bulk buy snacks, so I had plenty in, so I didn't have to worry about buying snacks. I just had to worry about buying actual food. Well, it was fun. It was good times. And then 2 days for the day before Thanksgiving. I guess it's Thanksgiving tomorrow, so we get to talk about that. Taiwan On Day, which I think is one I'm going to have to check. And National Jukebox Day. I miss jukeboxes. Just in general, I miss jukeboxes. They're just a kind of cool thing. Taiwan On Day confuses people with its name. You don't fucking say. However, it's not about going out, getting crazy and drunk. What? I didn't imply that at all. It's not all about going out, getting crazy and drinking too much while others are at home, working hard, preparing for tomorrow's big Thanksgiving meal. They celebrate its apron as we. So yeah, it is just. It's Thanksgiving Day prep. Seemingly, or not doing, as the case may be. I don't fuck all about Thanksgiving. Really, I know the story behind it's bullshit. We all sat down and we had a meal and then we gave them blankets that were infected with smallpox, so they all died. Yeah, because you don't leave that bit in, do you? Because you want it to be nice. Don't know why I said because you want it to be nice in the stupid voice. Also, for those wondering, I've started doing the stupid voice in all contexts as well, not just in videos. I did it the other day when I was talking to my mum about something, and she found it very funny because I guess I haven't done that there before. Yeah, no, that is just the stupid voice to me now. Is anytime I'm talking, I'm saying something that makes absolutely no sense, but I'm saying it like I fucking believe it, even though it's really stupid and makes no sense. But yeah, So yeah, I don't really like, other than sort of the blasé. I guess that fits, right? The sort of blasé bullshit backstory, if you can call it that, of Thanksgiving. I don't really know anything about it, which is weird because I consume plenty of American media, and I feel like someone should have given a better explanation. Like, I know you eat till you're sick for some fucking reason, or at least eat till you're ungodly lethargic. Because I guess gluttony is an inherent part of Thanksgiving for some fucking reason. I know you make some weird ass fucking food for it, and some stuff that sounds generally nice. I can't tell if the sweet potatoes with marshmallow. I can't tell which category the sweet potatoes and marshmallows is in. Honestly, I generally have no idea. Like that sound like it's one of those things where I won't know until I've tried it. But it is either a genius idea that I'm mad we haven't thought of, or a terrible idea and I'm glad we don't do it. Like, it's one or the other. I do not expect that to be, oh, this is okay. No, I don't expect it to be down the middle at all. I expect it to be extremes, which means it probably will be down the middle. Just really disappoint me if I ever try it. I don't know. I technically have family in America now, I guess. Technically. Yes, I have family that is in America. I say technically because, well, my brain said technically is like, yes, the American part of that family is the part that your family married into. Yeah, but you got to think, my cousin is still living there as well. So, even by the bullshit technicality me my brain thought of, it doesn't work. So, yeah, great big brain plays there today. As I continue to talk about a thing I know nothing about. It's really, really great. I don't know. I'd love to know more. Honestly, especially with, the being American part of the, I'd love to actually experience a proper Thanksgiving thing. As much as I'd probably end up doing, I'll end up in. I feel like I'd end up messing something up or something. Like, oh, God. Because I'm one of those people that sees a tradition stupid and is done purely for the sake of being a tradition and goes, no, that's dumb. I'm like, no, I don't care if it's a tradition. That's fucking stupid. Just, yeah, if tradition told you had to jump off right, that one, right? Because that's all it is. Like, tradition is, I've seen it before, but tradition is peer pressure from dead people. Oh, fuck your traditions. Tradition is fine when it makes sense, or if it's just for fun. But there are traditions that are actively stupid. I'm just like, huh? I'm sorry, what? You can't eat if you don't. It's like, I don't know if there's any other country that properly says grace. Like, I feel like it's a very American thing. Maybe there might be people in this country that do it, and I'm just ignorant because I don't do religious stuff. But I'm sure I saw a story at some point where it's like, no, you can't eat if you don't think. And I'm like, can I just, like, at least it's just like at least like, because you can go, the people go on for fucking ever about it. It's so dumb. It's like, Magic Man in Sky, please, thank you for giving food, like, and family and and whatever the fuck else. And honestly, as a god, I continue to be offended at people's belief that there is only one, and it's not me. Because people don't believe me is again, physical embodiment, current physical vessel of the concept known as chaos. And considering people are playing Hades, I guess I should say the primordial being known as chaos, because I guess that's more fitting and more like Oh, so you're saying you're that guy? Oh, okay. Now I actually know what you're like. Yeah, just in case anyone watches this who has played Hades or has seen Hades and can go, oh, now I get who you're claiming to be. That, I guess that okay. At least I have some point of reference for that now, right? But yeah, like the idea of there being a single god is very very close minded. It's more close minded than the like agnostic. Like I don't know, agnostic is the biggest brain because it's like I guess maybe possibly I'm open to the idea. Like, it's like I love surveys. It's like, what's your religious belief? And I'm just gonna say atheist because the actual answer is a fucking pain in the ass to explain and never on the list. It's never on the list. I'm not clicking other. It's like other Jedi. No, I'm not. It's I am my religious belief. That's how that works. No, if we're gonna two points on this. If you're going to thank the universe, because I prefer that statement than God, but if you're going to thank the universe for the existence of the food, fine. Do it the quick, you know. Like, because it's sort of, that's sort of a thank you for this meal, or you know. Is a thing they generally like a lot of people say, and that's it. That's it. It's thank you for the meal, and then you eat. And that's fine. Personally, if I'm doing that though, I'm waiting until after I eat it. Because I ain't thanking the universe. I'm thanking the food and the person that made the food. So if the food's bad, I'm not thanking the food. I'm not like if the food's bad, I'm not thanking the existence of the food. The food ends up being poisonous. I'm not thanking the existence of food, or I'm retracting the thank you when I find out that I get food poisoning from it. Like, as you do. I know this is just sort of one of these chill. I'm gonna ramble for like 20 minutes. I hope this doesn't get to 20 minutes. It's at 12 something at the moment, so. I would have to go for another 8.5 minutes. No, 7.5 minutes. I can do math. Just not very well. Yeah. I don't know. Someone said to edit out all the ums, and I'm like, I so much though. Like I use it to trail into stuff, so I can't really edit them all out. I have edited a few of them out over time, but most of them stay in just because contextually, and because I've not been editing recently. I was like, my original thought was I'm gonna have to like at least trim some of this off for the Monopoly thing, and I got part way there, and I'm like, you know what? I think it's almost funnier if I just leave everything in, like everything at the beginning, everything at the end, and all of it stays in. Like, welcome to the steady decline. Like, at first I was gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna start the recording now so I don't have to worry about it later, and then but I'm not gonna so when I come to editing it, I'm just gonna basically cut it before. Like I'm gonna cut all the stuff at the beginning, or at least I'm gonna cut before, until all the stuff where Dan hasn't joined yet. Because I started before Dan had even joined the game, I just decided it would be funnier not doing that. Yes. As far as everything else goes, planning for CCW is going. It now has its own channel in the Discord, so yeah, We're right. We've got some plans. And we don't have a date, but we have a vague idea of what our first pay-per-view is gonna be, which will be first of the year, and it will be the first of the year. See, it's quite clever. Yeah, you get it. Okay, good. I'm hoping we can do 2 shows before then. That's the hope. Just to get everything to where it should be. I suppose we could probably manage on one more episode, but I would hope we can do both because I think it makes a lot more sense. But yes, those were your days of the day. I'm gonna get into the intro. Embrace chaos. I've said it once in this video already, but embrace the hell out of that chaos. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing. Go out, be good to people, go be good to yourself, and do all of that in order, in hopes to change the world and make this world a better place for everyone, or at least those people that aren't actively being against making this world a better place. See anti-vaxxers, homophobes, racists, anti-maskers, that's a good one as well. Anyone who goes, but my freedom of speech, and then gets pissed at you when you try and give them consequences, because, no, it's my freedom of speech. Not yours, it's my freedom of speech. That's what it sounds like when you do that. It's my right to not wear a mask. Yes, and it's our mask. It's our right to kick you the fuck out of the store for doing so. It's the same thing. But what about the Constitution? It's the same thing. You're impeaching my rights on the No, we're not. It got stuck in the voice. No, we're not. It's the same thing. Same rule for us. Same rule for you. It's just the way we're doing it actively goes against the way you're doing it, and so you're mad at it. That's all it is. It's the same rules. Unfortunately, you can't have it just your way. It has to go both ways. So, suck it up and wear a mask and stop being awful. Or perish. Perish would also be a perfectly fine choice. It's not real. Gets very sick, almost dies. You know what? I think it might have been real. I'm gonna go ahead and change my mind about that. Or alternatively, it's not real. Close personal relative gets it very badly. And I'm talking about either someone very young or very old. Dies from it. A thing that could have been prevented if you weren't being fucking stupid. So I apologize for that tangent. Apologize for bringing the tone right down. But, yeah, these people have been getting to me. If you're wondering why I say change the world all the time, it's those kind of people. It's those kind of people and rich people. Because capitalism ruins everything. A statement that is honestly on par with embrace chaos and change the world for things that I genuinely believe and genuinely want to put out there. And love yourself. But I would rather constantly parade and put out love yourself, positivity, then capitalism ruins everything. You're a communist, you're a social... Maybe, I don't... Honestly, capitalism, if it's the problem with communism is the same problem with capitalism, is if it's done right, and if it's done the way it's supposed to, it works, but it's not being done right. Like, the so-called trickle-down economics, or even the idea of tax, it works fine. Till you realise every single big fucking company that should be paying a significant amount of tax ain't paying shit. They ain't paying nothing. Or they're paying barely anything. Because they just throw their tax out to places, they just throw their money in places that they can't be taxed. They just throw their money around so it can't be taxed. Capitalism ruins everything. Burn the rich! I've somehow managed to make this almost 20 minutes. I apologize for that, but I thank you. I thank you profusely if you've watched the whole thing. And again, I apologize for bringing down the tone so much. But sometimes I feel it necessary to talk real. After all, my goal here is to gain an audience, because without people, I can't change the world. And this is the whole thing. That's my main goal. You know, I mentioned earlier, I'm chaos. Why do you think I'm here? Like, as much as, yeah, I could get a vessel and just show up for fun. Do you really think I'd do so without a purpose? I have a purpose. It's making the world a better place. He's trying to. At least slightly. Thank you for watching. I've already told you to do the things I normally to tell you to do, so I'm just going to go to tell you to do things all the other YouTubers tell you to do. And my arm is getting tired, so I will see you tomorrow. Ta-ra. Bye-bye. This was a weird one.